Well, Happy New Year from France, or Bonne Année as they say here. It's January 1st, and it's been a while since I've vlogged, so I figured I'd go out and do a short video by going on a little bike ride around the center city. Basically to show you how buttoned up it is on a holiday. As I'm sure you're aware, Sundays and holidays in Europe, things tend to be a lot more closed than they are in the US. A lot of Americans think of that as an inconvenience, but others like me see benefits to it, a lot more benefits than inconveniences. At this point, I don't even recall if American businesses, retail businesses, are open on January 1st. But in any case, they were closed. Most of the retail businesses were closed all of yesterday and are also closed all of today. There's a few cafes open and a couple of, maybe a couple of small groceries, but that's it. But that doesn't take people, keep people from walking through the retail areas in the afternoon. So that's what I anticipate we'll see. Anyway, let's get out on the road and take a look. There's a pooch who doesn't like it when I leave, especially now that all the rest of the family's in the U.S. for the holidays, and he doesn't like being left all alone in the apartment. All right, here you can see one of the streets I spend most time on. Pretty buttoned up, everything's closed. Less people walking than I thought would be. This restaurant I was surprised to see open. I guess it was just open for lunch. Other restaurants closed. All right, so now we are entering the center of the old town, which is easily crowded with shoppers. Even when its stores are closed, it has a fair number of people on it. You can see it's very dead. As I mentioned, it was like this yesterday as well. So if I recall, businesses stay pretty much open in the U.S. on the day of New Year's Eve. And I think as well on New Year's Day, if I recall, there's a lot of sales. Yep, but there you go. Quite a few people walking. I love that. Just strolling. Probably after hanging out with family at home, people go out for a walk. It's a little grocery store that's open. Skateboard shop. Weed shop. I don't know if you saw that. Whoops. There you go. No businesses open. A lot of people strolling through the area. Interesting. One little store open. Little jewelry place. Yeah, I hope that American mentality, I mean, it's creeping in already, but I hope it doesn't substantially match the U.S. Commerce all the time way of life. Of course, Starbucks, American Starbucks is open. And amusement parking kind of stuff is open.
except for the ice skating, well, ice skating rink is closed. But yeah, you know, kids are on holiday, so that kind of stuff will be open typically. I love it though, all these people just walking out for a stroll. Yeah, see, more clothes. The big department store there, kind of like Macy's-like store, closed. Well, let's let me see. Do we want to go to Victor Hugo Plaza? No, I think we'll skip it. Don't need to drag this out too much. But I did want to maybe like ponder the idea of whether these closures and any inconveniences that creates is a good thing or bad thing. Beyond the typical thinking that, you know, keeping businesses open all the time comes at a cost in terms of the poor employees that have to work those hours and making it more difficult for family get-togethers and for everybody to be there. You know, of course, some of that exists here too, but not to the extent that it does in the U.S. But anyway, I wanted to, I mean, that's a often discussed topic, but I wanted to go beyond that and see if there were, if you felt there were any benefits or any, you know, beyond just the sort of labor and family benefits to having businesses not be open all the time. Because personally, I do feel like there's something more to it that makes life a little nicer when you know, everything's closed and quiet and just takes on a different, and you just shut off that commerce, hustle, bustle of commercial activity that we seem to have almost 24 hours a day in the U.S. You know, just a and for me, the inconvenience of you know, having to plan a day ahead to make sure that you get your shopping done that you need to get done before things close down is it's an easy trade-off. It's almost like when you're a little kid and you're forced to take a nap and you don't want to take a nap, but once you do, it feels good. And then you wake up and you're all rested and ready to drive your parents nuts again. I think it reaches something deeper too, which is the sort of hyper-consumerism, hyper-focus on material consumption and productivity, etc., that in some ways feels like it. I don't know. It's I don't know exactly what it is. I don't like it though. I feel like it just sort of wears at your soul and creates a kind of a slow burnout. top of that, we're such a throwaway society, and it just feels instinctively wrong to always be buying new things, to so quickly throw away packaging, throw away things, or get rid of, discard things that are still useful. Repairmen in the US have been, repairmen of, like, you know, machines, household machines, vacuum cleaners, lawnmowers, etc., have become virtually extinct because it's become cheaper just to buy a whole new machine than to repair one. So yeah, somehow living in a society where most of the stores are still closed on Sundays and holidays seems right. Seems to take a break from that consumerism and throwaway kind of mentality. Not sure how it does the latter, but at least the former. So anyway, on that bit of a downer note, Happy New Year, and hopefully this year, last year was a doozy, I think, in the world. Hopefully this year we can have, the world can see some more peace, and some of the warmongers can take a break, maybe even retire. Maybe young people can usher in some new more live and let live leaders. Some leaders. Okay, wait, I'm getting really political. All right. Anyway, Happy New Year, and all the best to you and your families. May you have a happy, healthy, and prosperous New Year, whatever prosperity means to you.